You walk into a supermarket. You haven't touched anything. You haven't spoken to anyone. You haven't even reached the first aisle. But above the entrance, a camera has already found your face. It measures it, turns it into data, and checks it against a watch list. If the system believes you're a match, the police could be alerted in around 4 seconds. Not 4 minutes, 4 seconds before anything new happens. Before you reach the till, possibly before you even realize you've been recognized. This isn't a scene from a dystopian film. This is the direction retail surveillance is moving in Britain right now. And the most important question isn't whether the camera can recognize you, it's who decided you belonged on the list. The company behind this technology is called Facewatch. Its facial recognition system is already used by businesses across the UK, including familiar names on the British High Street. The system is designed to identify people linked to previous incidents. Now the company is preparing something new, a platform that can send an alert to police when a person categorized as a serious repeat offender enters a participating shop. The company says that warning could reach police in an average of 4 seconds. That sounds incredibly efficient. And maybe it is, but efficiency is exactly what makes this story complicated. Here's how the company says the system works. A camera near the entrance detects the faces of people walking into the shop. Those faces are converted into biometric templates. The templates are then compared against a database. If there's no match, Facewatch says the biometric data is deleted immediately. If there is a possible match, the system creates an alert. The company says it uses 2 algorithms and a human verification stage before an alert reaches the retailer. On paper, that sounds almost perfect, but here's the problem. A system can identify the correct face and still make the wrong decision. Because the algorithm doesn't create the entire story, someone has to report the original incident. Someone has to upload the evidence. That means a mistake doesn't have to begin inside the AI. It can begin with a misunderstanding, a bad camera angle, an incorrect report, or a human being completely certain about something that never actually happened. And once your face is connected to that digital record, you may not even know it exists until you walk into another shop. And one British shopper discovered exactly that because of a packet of paracetamol worth just 39 pence. The 39 pence watchlist case. Archive 51, Case A51-015, Part 2. A woman in her 60s discovered that she had reportedly been placed on a facial recognition watch list after a dispute involving a packet of paracetamol worth 39 pence. She said she didn't know her biometric data had been stored. She only discovered the problem when she returned to the shop and was asked to leave. 39 pence, think about that. We're talking about technology powerful enough to recognize a human face across a network of shops. But the event that placed someone inside that system may begin with a tiny disagreement at a checkout. The company says its technology is designed to prevent crime and protect workers. Privacy campaigners say cases like this expose the real danger. Once a digital label is attached to your identity, how do you remove it? And what happens when that label can call the police? There is another side to this story. Retail workers across Britain have reported rising levels of theft, threats, and abuse. Some repeat offenders enter the same shops again and again. Staff may recognize them. But by the time police are contacted, the person may already be gone. Retailers say facial recognition can change that. It can warn workers before a confrontation begins. It can identify repeat offenders. It may reduce theft, and it may make staff feel safer. Facewatch and participating businesses say the technology is aimed at a small group of prolific offenders, not ordinary customers. And that argument matters, because this isn't a simple story about good technology or bad technology. It's a trade, safety in exchange for surveillance. The real disagreement is over how much surveillance is acceptable. And here's the part many shoppers may not fully understand. Even when you are not on the watch list, your face still has to be detected and measured so the system can determine that you are not a match. Facewatch says non-matching biometric data is immediately deleted. That is an important safeguard. But the comparison still happens. For a brief moment, every person entering the shop becomes a biometric query. Not because they are suspected of anything, because the system cannot know they are innocent until it checks. That completely changes the meaning of an ordinary shopping trip. You aren't simply walking through a door, you're passing through an invisible identity checkpoint, and you may never notice it. Facial recognition does not operate completely outside British law. Biometric identification involves particularly sensitive personal data. Organizations using it must show that the processing is fair, necessary, and proportionate. Businesses are also expected to display signs informing customers that facial recognition is operating. But critics argue that the technology is moving faster than the rules surrounding it, and the newest system creates something less familiar: a private retail network potentially generating a rapid alert for public law enforcement. The shop watches, the company matches, the police respond. 3 different systems, 1 face. But the camera is not the most powerful part of this technology. The real power is hidden somewhere else. Most people think the powerful part of facial recognition is the camera. It isn't. The camera is only the eye. The real power is the watch list. Who is allowed to add a person? What evidence is required? How serious must the allegation be? How long does the record remain? Can one shop's report affect what happens when you enter another business? And if the system is wrong, who has the authority to fix it? Those questions matter more than the speed of the algorithm. Because 4 seconds is impressive only when the information is correct. When the information is wrong, 4 seconds means the mistake moves faster. Now imagine where this could lead. Today, the system watches shop entrances. Tomorrow, similar technology could appear in transport hubs, pharmacies, or entertainment venues. Not necessarily because the government ordered it, because private organizations decided it was useful. 1 camera becomes 10 databases become 1 network, and eventually, being recognized stops feeling unusual. It becomes part of the background, like contactless payments, like CCTV, like accepting terms and conditions without reading them. The most powerful surveillance systems are not always forced on society. Sometimes society becomes comfortable with them, one small convenience at a time. So imagine walking into a shop tomorrow, the doors open, a camera sees you, you continue walking, nothing happens. Maybe your data was deleted in less than a second. Maybe the system protected a worker from someone genuinely dangerous. Or maybe, somewhere behind the scenes, an alert connected your face to an accusation you've never heard about. You wouldn't know which one happened. That is the real tension inside Britain's 4-second police alert. The technology is almost invisible when it works, and potentially life-changing when it doesn't. The future of surveillance probably won't arrive with soldiers. It won't arrive with checkpoints. It won't arrive with giant screens. It will arrive quietly, above a supermarket entrance, inside a small black camera, working faster than any human being can think. 4 seconds to recognize a face. 4 seconds to send an alert. 4 seconds to turn an ordinary shopping trip into a police matter. The question is no longer whether machines can recognize us. They already can. The question is whether we will always know what they believe they recognize, and whether we will have any power to correct them when they are wrong. This is Archive 51. Case A51-015 remains open.